Hello and welcome to the ESL One Katowice B-Stream. I'm Gareth, joined by Lacoste, of course, the magical duo. We're going to take you through a few games over the next 3 days as we cover the group stage from afar. We're here in Berlin.
No, not too far,
Not too far. So train ride away. All we have to do is hop on a train and we're over in Katowice, get ourselves into the action. But we've got some action for you. The draft, Lacoste, has already begun as we've got Liquid taking on Effect in our first best of one of the day.
Yeah, we had a little chat before the game even started. Before the game, who's going for the first pick, who's going for the side. Liquid decided to go for the first pick. Bounty Hunter picked. When you play against, we're gonna call Team Effect Tier 2 team against Team Liquid. Like, does it even matter if you're gonna first pick, especially against the versatile hero like Team Liquid, who can adapt to pretty much anything, whatever you throw at them?
I don't know. I think if you can get yourselves a combo like that, it's worth it in some respects. The newbie style, the classic big wombo combo. Set yourselves up for some big team fights. You get the kind of nice little linear draft for yourselves. I do like these two heroes, but I get what you're saying against Liquid, who know, obviously, this draft, they've played against it, they've lost to it. They're going to know what's up. They'll have practiced and they will have planned something, right?
Well, they need to have something prepared. As you mentioned, they lost against it, but Disruptor Naga Siren is a pretty strong opening. If someone told me that Disruptor is going to be first picked pretty much every single game, like 3 months ago...
Outside of VP.
Yeah. Like, it was CIS hero.
Yeah.
I mean, Team Effect is CIS team, but still other regions are picking up it as well. In Chinese region, you could see it from time to time, especially against heroes like Queen of Pain Puck, just for extra lockdown. But I would say you were lying if you told me 3 months ago. This is why I love Dota. Every time new patch comes out, there's still things that are not explored enough.
Yeah. These little kind of nuanced things, right? Someone sees it in a pub game, pick it up, all of a sudden it expands out into the competitive scene. So Liquid with Bounty Gyro, very open draft. You've got very little idea exactly kind of what laning setup they're going to be doing. You kind of know that Gyro will likely be in a lane with a support, whether it's an aggro lane or a safe lane, you don't know. Bounty is one of those heroes that, he lurks in the shadows for the whole game. Sniping couriers is his game, and we've seen a lot of very skilled Bounty players go for that kind of strat. Now, you know what I said before this game, Lacoste?
That Miracle is going to play a support Lion. And I'm not lying, he actually said it.
I think this is a GH. We've seen GH play line before, but it's one of those things, Effect are the underdog. We've seen the way that Miracle's mind works. We saw him on OG before, up against Navi at ESL Frankfurt not too long ago, come out with some fun. And they had some fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth it, though, at the start of a tournament in a best of one.
Well, they need something against DP, a hero that's not affected by Spirit Siphon, or if they want to go some different approach. Shadowfin is one of the better heroes against the DP overall, because he can just nuke her down, especially with the triple raise. She doesn't heal that much, especially with the help from Bounty or Lion. Or if they want to have a different approach with something like Queen of Pain or Sniper that builds both of them. Okay, Queen of Pain is banned out by Team Liquid, so something that can go out of the range from Spirit Siphon. Usually those are, like, let's say, Queen of Pain or Snipers.
10 seconds remaining.
I guess like a puck, a PL, something with an escape mechanism, I guess.
Yeah, that works as well. Also, Clockwork is picked for Team Effect. I mean, they're not gonna pick Shadowfin since they have a DP. I mean, they can run it on a safe lane. A couple of teams love to do that. Let's say OG runs it from time to time. Eternal Envy when he played.
I've seen a bit of like the Veil Solar Crest kind of build. Maybe a Yule Scepter thrown in there. But yeah, we've definitely seen No-Tail, EE play that safe lane DP from time to time.
So it's definitely a solo Clockwork in one lane, which is not that common. Like, he's one of the heroes that disrupts the lane because of the cogs, so he always gets the XP because he pulls the lane back, especially against supports like Bounty and Lion, who can't really harass him. And if he gets to, let's say, level 3 on Clockwork, he can get some easy kills. If Lion gets caught out in a bad position while Clockwork has boots, this is where offlane Clockwork shines. If you catch a support, then it's really good. Also, like both of these supports have no escape mechanism whatsoever against the Clockwork.
So they're stuck.
Yeah.
And I guess one of the biggest things we've seen recently is the kind of precedent of aggressive dual lanes. We've had like IO Beastmaster, we've had Naga Beastmaster, Disruptor Beastmaster. I'm saying a lot of Beastmaster here, but I guess you can kind of replace the BM with a Clockwork, right? Have the Naga Clock, pressure the Lion potentially with a Naga. You know, you Riptide, you Orb of Venom, or you Stout Shield, you run at the Lion, you hit him a few times, and then that gives you the Clockwork is, you know, level 2, level 3, like you're looking for. And there's nothing really here that Bounty and Lion can do against Naga, because she's what? 6 armor, 660 HP, very difficult to kill early on, she's super tanky, and she just runs at you non-stop. Clockwork, very similar story there as well. So it will come down to the positioning of the Lion and the Gyrocopter to really get the magic damage in, which they'll be relying on. But there is the PL.
Yeah, as you mentioned, PL, a good pickup against the DP.
Doubly so against Clockwork, right?
Yeah,
Escape
also
out of
escape
cogs.
mechanism. They have no AoE whatsoever to clear PL illusions, and it mitigates a lot of DP ulti damage, which goes on illusions later on, which is really cool. So they need something to clear those illusions. First hero that always comes to my mind against PL is a Sven, so I expect Team Liquid to ban it. There are a couple of others. I mean, pretty much every melee hero can now build into a Battle Fury, of course. Battle Fury is so good.
So like a Void, for instance, would be also like a reasonable hero
Yeah,
here?
with a DP and also really good setup with a Sleep, Disruptor ulti. Look at the bans on the side of Team Liquid. Really unorthodox bans. Enigma. I mean, it's a good for Naga, Disruptor, Enigma combo. I guess that's what they're afraid of.
So I think one of the scariest things about Team Liquid is that they don't care about roles, in my mind anyway. Nature's Prophet is banned, and that was something I was wondering here is like, what is Mind Control's hero? What are they going to give him? But there is the potential, and we've seen it before, for MC to be like the one role, right? They give him like a Gyro or a PL. You have this lane where he's set up with a Bounty and a Lion. You play aggro, and then Matuma Man's given like a solo safe lane, like a Lone Druid, for instance, could be something they throw into the mix here. But you don't know exactly what Liquid are doing. You can assume, you can plan around that assumption that PL is going to be mid, Gyro is going to be safe lane, Lion will babysit, and Bounty will roam. But that's not how Liquid plays. They really do just do what they want.
Yeah, well, we know Bounty's gonna roam.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
And that's it. Other things, it's really hard to guess for Team Liquid.
You're never quite sure where, what, why, how, and when they're going to do things. As Terrorblade is the final ban there, up against Effects. Remove that nice little building pressure you get from the TB. And, you know, I guess Lion Gyrocopter could deal with his illusions, but when you add it in with Exorcism, Naga Song, the reset of Sunder, and Sleep, everything really does pile up. What's your guess for Liquid's final hero here?
I don't know. Let's say a Puck with the all right. Also no escape mechanism, but it's impossible, man. Like,
That's what I'm saying, right?
Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, what is MC's hero? Does he play the PL?
I don't know. I mean, it's impossible to guess. We
Liquid.
shouldn't really talk about it at all. So let's just focus on
It's not our job or anything.
Let's talk about Team Effect.
Sure.
So they need a carry that deals with PL illusions. Maybe they're baiting into a Sven pick. That's why they left it in the pool, picked Viper as well. Once Viper uses ulti on him, even with a BKB, Sven doesn't move. And it's easy to kite around Sven with the track on.
Oh, goodness. I'm struggling here. I mean, like a Juggernaut could do okay here, but again, you're dealing with this magic piercing. Okay, they go for an anti-mage. They're like, screw it. We're going to go with this hard carry. We've got the big team fight ultis, the combos with the rest of our 4 heroes, and Kuman will play anti-mage. It's an MC Viper, a Miracle PL. So Matuma Man over on the Gyrocopter, it looks like. There we go. And it will be a GH Lion, at least in these initial pickups. We'll get things all underway in a second, but I'm excited. I can't wait to see what they're going to be up to here. MC Viper. Oh, it's offlane Viper.
Now, he's going to need help from either GH or Kuro to be on his lane to actually have some good early game with the Viper, get some CS going. But if they try lane with Anti-Mage, Disruptor, and the Naga Siren, it's going to be a tough try lane, though. Well, I mean, what they can do is run a tri-lane with a Viper on top and leave, or tri-lane with a Gyro and leave one versus one.
So many options
against Clockwork. Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. Especially whenever I see a Disruptor, you always want to tri-lane against him because that hero is really weak in a tri-lane.
He's very good aggressively, but defensively he's...
Yeah, especially since they have anti-mage as well, which is not that strong of a hero. So I think they're just gonna scout out the lanes, see where they're gonna place it, probably on the bottom lane, and then just TP out if needed.
Adapt.
Just to pressure the anti-mage.
So I've been seeing this a fair amount in European games in particular. The double mango for offlaners. I've seen it on a couple of supports as well. I know Elisash is a big fan of it. I don't see it much outside of the European region, though, and I just want to gauge your thoughts on the double mangoes on these kind of offlaners. For a Clockwork who doesn't have that kind of big mana spell, is this just all about the regen?
It's about the regen, the harassment. Sometimes if you play aggressive on Clock, I mean, one mango is enough because you lack mana to pull off the combo. But it's just a regen. Like, he has 4.1 regen and has the 3 tangos from 5 to 3. We're back to 3 boys and 1 flask. That's more than enough sustain.
And a nice little stout shield as well.
Yeah. Also, the new changes to bounty runes. Your mid laner doesn't have to go and pick up the runes, which opens up other teams to actually go and try to snipe those runes, because he's pretty much always going to block for himself.
Well, the laning setup from Liquid, MC, mid Viper. Up top, Miracle PL looks like he's alone for now. Gets his bounty rune stolen by King R, but they still get the 3 across the rest of the map as Bounty Hunter will chase the Naga down. So Kuroki going to be roaming between mid and top lane, it looks like, try and balance out these lanes, while bottom lane, GH Lion with Matumba Man Gyro facing off against the Afterlife Clockwork. So to me, it feels like Effect have kind of set up their lanes in a way that benefits them when you look at draft versus draft.
Well, I think they're going to rotate someone on top with PL. All right, Bounty is already rotating. I expect Lion to actually just go top and help against the tri lane. They can leave Gyro solo. He's not really threatened by Clockwork. Even if he goes in with Rocket Barrage, he can easily get a kill on him. Okay, that's already a TP coming out from GH. Look at the support life right now. GH with the boots, Mango, Tango as well. Kuro bought pretty much everything.
Still has an Orb of Venom and a Tango. Oh, look at that. King R, so tanky on the Naga. Just walked into the middle of 3 of them, doesn't even care. So now we've got a full try versus try. Sentry down, double Impale from GH does land. And now Anti-Mage takes a bit of a beating from Miracle's Phantom Lancer, but the lane's pushing in towards this Radiant side. I'm not sure if that's where they really want to be. There's no real way to maneuver your Naga and your Disruptor past this creep wave now. And Kuroki, he's got a free time to kind of stack, pull, while GH keeps them at bay.
Now, once supports hit level 2, I mean, all heroes on side of Liquid hit level 2, they're so much stronger than effects. Like Disruptor, like even if you get Kinetic Field, it's not that strong. Like, they have enough disables, but the problem is, will they have enough mana? Then there's a Tango and the Magic Stick already on Lion, which will help him to have mana.
Yeah, that'll be nice for them. It's 2-minute bounty rune about to spawn. King R now battling against Miracle again. This time, Miracle says, no stealing. This one is mine. Kinetic Field holds them in place, so there's no chase onto the Naga. King R playing pretty far forward there. But you look towards mid lane. Mind Control, 7 and 2. He was struggling a little bit, but it looks like the kind of waves grouped up, and he got some last hits under his tower now. 7-2 against the 9 and 1 of the DP. Do you maybe expect Viper to do a little better in this lane, or is this as expected?
It's so far so good for him. I mean, DP can use the Spirit Siphon, but it's against the Viper magical damage, corrosive skin, so it's reduced a lot. I don't think she's gonna use it until she hits level 4
King
at least.
Maybe in trouble here. Impale into Hex, and that will be the first blood. Kuroki, yet again, right place, right time, but the Disruptor, you've got to ask, where is Maiden? Back down towards the fountain, so unavailable in that fight, as the Naga Siren does get caught out completely.
Yeah, they have no mana whatsoever on their heroes, both Bounty, really low on HP, and Lion. I guess Lion just wants to stand here, get pull the creep wave, get level 3, get 1 point in mana drain, so he actually has mana to cast his spells.
That's a lot of money for the bounty, though. Now up to Brown Boots, Windlace, buys a Sentry. Kuroki gone from very poor to pretty damn rich.
Yeah, you would actually think that the bounty against Anti-Mage would go for Jinada on level 2 because he has no mana to cast spells, but Shuriken Toss is one of the strongest spells, level 1, 150 damage.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. Bottom lane. We've not really looked down here, have we? Gyro against the Clockwork. Keen on Keen gaming as the Clockwork doing very, very well. 16-9, Gyro farming across, so you're getting that kind of trader farm in this lane. Both heroes, they come online pretty soon, right? Level 6, level 7, we maybe look for that rotation out of this lane, or someone rotates into their lane to utilize their ultimates. But it's a little while until that happens, so we will just be focusing back up towards top. Kuroki takes out the bounty rune. GH is coming in from the southeastern side, and King R with the kinetic field trapping them in. Looks like he will be okay for now. Another lance not ready, but the stick charges won't be enough to keep King R alive. One final swipe of the lance. A Miracle clears up another kill for Liquid in this top lane. Just outmaneuvering Effect, it feels like. As the TP instantly in towards mid from this Naga. King R is like, I'm done! I've had enough of top. I need to go make things happen elsewhere. Afterlife makes the nighttime rotation. 4 minutes in onto Mind Control. Viper Fairy fires up. And GH unable to do too much to swing things back around. Maybe with the stick charges he would have been able to do something, but the cog burn makes sure he has no spells to utilize.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. When you're losing a lane, you just need to try to win other lanes. So top lane is pretty much lost, so I expect the Anti-Mage to actually TP on top to the bottom lane anytime soon, because he's not getting much out of top. I mean, I was expecting Naga to actually go for a Stout Shield because of that try 3 versus 3 scenario.
Maybe they just didn't expect it. Well, King R didn't expect this, did he? Sentry Ward is there, seeing everything the Naga's doing. Kuroki and GH swinging in from that fog side. There's the Impale onto 2 as well. AM tries to focus the Lion, but his supports, they're already dying. And King R, one more hit will do the trick. Miracle now trying to keep his bounty alive will succeed. Kuman in all sorts of trouble with no blink available. There's a Doppelganger back. The AM will survive. But so much damage done here by Liquid as Miracle burnt down by the Riptide, but clears the illusion up nicely.
Oh, the Shrine is already popped, and I gotta correct you, that was not an Impale, that was Ravage from Lion.
Ravage from Lion.
Ravage, yeah.
An Earth Spike, Impale, Ravage. All of the words put into one.
Bottom lane hooked.
But
Rocket Barrage, yeah, that was not good, my friend.
Questionable moves.
Like, I mentioned it before, that, I mean, Gyro was even level 6, he was, what, 10 mana away from cooldown. That was, I don't know, bad decision-making from Clockwork. You hook into Gyro, who can attack you and use Rocket Barrage, and you had no HP whatsoever.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have to say I don't like the build on Clockwork. He went for Tranquil Boots and Bottle, so that's a lot of small items, a lot of region invested, and he died once, so that's gonna cripple him a lot.
Against this kind of team, what would you have been looking for? Like Brown Boots, Bottle, Blade Mail, or like a Phase Boots or something
like just
in there?
Brown Boots, Magic Wand into Urn is fine. I don't know if they plan Naga to go for an Urn. Probably not, because
they plan for her to buy boots as quickly
boots
as
first.
possible.
Yeah, first things first.
Oh no! Don't look at the Disruptor. Whatever you do, don't click Disruptor. It's fine. No. Come on! I told you to not click Disruptor. He is very poor. It's fine. I was watching a Southeast Asian game yesterday, Execration against Alpha Red. Disruptor had 200 net worth at 16 minutes. That was a very sad game. He bought boots at the end though, which was very, very happy. But it's going to be a tough game for the supports here of the Radiant side. You know, they're in an aggro try. They can't stack, pull. They're waiting for the 10-minute tome to come up. But they're going to be very poor unless they can make action happen. But to make action happen with these supports, it feels like they need their ultis. Getting to these ultis is going to be a mission and a half for Team Effect. Especially when you look at Liquid now. 2k net worth lead. Bounty's level 3 with Tranquil Boots up. Lion.
Level 4.
Level 4 already. And I think, yeah, GH has Tranquils back on the courier as well, so both of their supports pretty mobile with the boots they've got, and pretty tanky with the levels they're getting. So far, so good, but Effect, of course, we do have to kind of look into the future for their draft, right? They're planning for the future here. They're planning for the level 6 ultis. They're planning for the AM to get big. They need some time.
They need like 15 minutes for this anti-mage to come online. There's a 3-man shower that always feels good. Just don't drop the soap.
Every time.
Every single time. So I expect Team Effect to actually rotate on the mid. There's Exorcism online for DP.
It looks like Afterlife is having the same thought. Still around 15 seconds from now until that hookshot's ready. And take a look at who's... look at who's behind them.
Yeah, but they're reading the movement so well.
GH, well, they don't know Clockwork is around. They've walked straight past him, but in onto the DP they go. The damage not quite good enough just yet, but with that final bit of rocket barrage in and the flat cannons out, Mind Control will get himself a double kill mid. 1-7. So far, Liquid leading and looking very strong. Miracle switches down towards bottom lane. Getting him some free farm.
It's kind of easy to predict the movement of an enemy team, especially when they have, let's say, a DP, a Dragonite, the heroes that play around that level 6. I mean, Antimage still has 37 CS. He's on top of CS chart, but he needs to be on the bottom lane so he can fight this, actually farm the side camp.
That's a big scan there from Effect. Kuman was playing very defensively still with this Earth Spike from GH. I'll keep them at bay. Don't think there's a kill opportunity here as the homing missile will come in onto Anti-Mage. 10 seconds for the blink, so the call down will land on their heads. Disruptor's caught in and the hook shot misses. Afterlife unable to do the job he was needed to, and Kuman will fall. This may lead to a triple. Afterlife in so much trouble, the ensnare will land and the battery assault going to work, but this rocket barrage, close but no cigar. GH now has to wander away, but the Orb of Venom from King R, if he can get that hit in, might just be enough, but the Tranquil Boots are coming back up in 5 seconds.
He should taunt, he should just start dancing with the lion.
Dust is out. Afterlife with King R. They see Kuro, can they catch up? Tranquil Boots, Lacoste, he's chasing. He's got the move speed and he will get there in time while GH sprints away, waddles away, but the ensnare trap is there and GH is caught. A couple more clicks will do the trick here, and Effect, well, they've picked up 3 in quick succession.
Well, they still didn't use DP ulti, so I guess they're gonna use it to pressure the top tower, which is already sitting on 1000 HP, 600 missing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Kuroki comes in to try and slow this down, but he doesn't have any wave clear, has to try and do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah, aggro. There we go. Trying to aggro the creeps. They didn't want to chase him for the first couple of times, but he gets there in the end. But yeah, Afterlife, a couple of interesting hook shots going in onto Gyro bottom lane, then missing one unfortunately there up at top lane. He's going to get his head in the game, right? Because he is the key hero for this moment, right? He is their kind of stopgap. He's the hero
he
that
used
now
it.
Catching Kuro.
Hit the dust.
Really well done.
Another
there we have
one
it.
bites the dust.
There we have it. But Clockwork really is that hero kind of from now until that 20-minute mark, right? When the AM, the Disruptor, the Naga, he's the one that creates the action for Effect. So missing these hook shots, you know, you can kind of say unlucky, unfortunate, but he has to land them. He has to get that job done.
With the couple of previous patches when Mask of Madness was nerfed, like Gyro with the Mask of Madness kind of fallen off. And I saw it even before on Oliver from Penta actually bought the Aghanim Scepter on Gyro because he had a complete free farm, even when Mask of Madness was viable. And I thought about it, it's really a good choice because but you need to be ahead. Like, it gives you tankiness, which Mask of Madness does not. It gives you a lot of stats, and it improves your farm. It's like an extra flag canyon.
Yeah. What previously we'd seen it against like PL, you go Ags Maelstrom, occasionally against like a Void because you get the hits inside the Chrono. But those were like the 2 kind of very specific circumstances you bought Ags and Gyro. But yeah, I agree. I think we've seen more Ags Gyro in the past maybe month or so than we have in the history of Dota, kind of consistently here. As Matsuma Man does clear up the Disruptor very easily under the tower, but we missed that one. Kuroki drops top.
But these are all empty kills on the side of Team Effect. They're just killing Bounty. They managed to take down Tier 1 tower on top, but still they're losing Tier 2 on the bottom lane and pressuring a mid. Anti-Mage might even die. There's no finger whatsoever, but...
Well, we get the chain stun in. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect!
They don't even need it.
Oh my god, Liquid. You guys are so good. Like, the chain stunning there. GH held his Hex for like 0.2 seconds as AM was like casting the blink animation, which was just long enough for that homing missile to come in and connect. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. Top lane, mind control, he has maneuvered in, but the trap was set and now sprung. Afterlife potentially going to drop here as mind control turns, fights, battles up against them, will finally fall, but the trade-off might be coming now. Matumaman pretty much out of mana, so the Song of the Siren from King R sends everyone to sleep. A nice little nap, but look at GH. Oh, he was so close, Lacoste. If he hadn't moved that one pixel to the right, he maybe could have got the stun in, but King R saves the life of the DP.
They still got a track kills in return, which is good. Viper got 2 extra gold, Bounty got 2 extra gold. I'm thinking about ways to actually disrupt Naga Siren Sleep. Let's say if she's tracked and like Bounty is out of the range, but he uses Shuriken Toss and something else to bounce off, and it cancels her, let's say, a TP. So others can't TP as well.
That would be pretty good. Just mess up with the...
well, at least you're gonna
plan.
get a DP. I mean, sorry, Naga Siren.
Yeah. We get something, so... Ether Lens for Kuro, yeah?
Yeah.
Ether Lens, Meteor Hammer. What does Ags do on Bounty Hunter again? It gives you...
Double Shuriken.
Double Shuriken. Let's get some of those going, shall we? Effect setting up. GH finds an illusion. And
He finds him again.
Trapped inside the cooldown finger. This Clockwork thought he was going into a fight worth taking. Unfortunately, though, his Naga and Disruptor unable to complement him. So far, where is Anti-Mage? That's the guy I want to look at right now. Closing in on Battle Fury, treads wand, as well as 1,400 gold saved up on top of the Ring of Health.
Yeah, that closing in is gonna take a couple of more minutes. He's still sitting on just a Ring of Health.
Effect moving as a pack now in front of the Anti-Mage, getting some good wards down here to make sure that his farming area is all secure. DP ult in 25, so they might look to just cycle that and go for the tier 2 top lane as they know that Liquid have somewhat set up top. They're showing 2 cores on the tower. Miracle, yeah, Diffusal Blade at 13 minutes, pretty good, right? But Liquid showing 2 cores at the tower, you think everyone's behind them, or at least, you know, a support and an off lane is behind them. But no, Kuroki's bottom lane. Mind Control is now showing mid lane. It is only GH there, so a potential fight could have been started up at top, and it may still come. Smoked up supports from Effect moving forward. King R, he's going to try and get in there, but it's the hook shot that starts things off from Afterlife. Static Storm on to Matumaman, but can they get the PL? The Doppelganger will get him out of the glimpse, and the ensnare. Matumaman still Thunderstruck up, but do they have the chase? I don't think they do. They're going to get everybody out, and how many spells did we lose there from Effect? Everything. Hook shot, Static Storm. Okay, they didn't use the Naga Song or the Exorcism, but that's half of their teamfight capabilities gone down the drain.
They still couldn't find even 1 kill. Now it's time to go. The reason why PL went for Diffusal Blade this game is they're looking to close it up soon, so he does not want to farm with, even if he has Battle Fury plus 1 more item, let's say S and Y. He's still not tanky enough to actually finish the game, but with this build, he wants to pressure the Anti-Mage. They don't want to play this in the super late game, even though their heroes scaled really well.
Yeah, exactly right. Like later on, the AM kind of deals with the PL with the cleave, but early on, Anti-Mage's mana pool 4-3-5. This wand is like super important for him right now because if he gets chased down by a PL army, or if he's already used his blink, he can lose his mana very quickly to that Diffusal Blade or the Phantom Lancer, and all of a sudden be completely shut out.
Look at the movement from Liquid. PL just TPs out, like they're faking that they're back to farming, but actually hiding in a forest.
Yeah, with a Hex into cooldown, a Song into a hook shot, overlapping there as they cancel the Song, but Afterlife is already in. Oh, down goes the clock, and so will the DP, it looks like here. The suck out from Lion will drain the mana, and the final clicks from MC will get that takedown. So the fake back, Liquid, they sell it with PL showing. They keep the other 4 heroes in that middle lane as Anti-Mage, he's still farming. Battle Fury is nearly here. King R drops the relax. Yeah. You're doing fine. We've got an Anti-Mage. They're not going to break high ground yet.
I gotta say, Liquid sucks at one thing, and that's making bad decisions. So, meanwhile on the bottom lane, PL just free farming, already Yasha on him. All the tier 2 towers are down, which opens up a Roche for them. And without sleep, they know they can disrupt it, so I expect them to actually get a Roche in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, they've got rocket flares to scout. Maybe another smoke here from Disruptor. Yeah, they do have one.
Kuroki with Urn medallion and a casual blink dagger. That's not his blink dagger, actually. That's GH blink dagger. I was
I
like,
was-
where does he find the gold? What?
I was wondering the same. Deary me. But that means now Lion has a Blink Dagger, level 8, ready to go. Roshan, you called it in the move. Illusion from the Naga Siren gets taken out immediately, but that's a good signal now with GH lurking in that area that Liquid are inside the pit. Mardant there pops the shrine out. Aegis already gone though, as the clockwork, potentially he was looking to snipe, has been found by GH without any vision. Hook shots forward, Afterlife now is going to try and break out of these cogs. It's a cage he's made of his own design. He'll look to try and kill GH, but the jump forward, Miracle saves him. Keeps the Lion.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. That was 1v1 fight. Let's say UFC, and his another fighter joins the cage, just beats up the other fighter.
It's a freaking ladder match, dude. It's what do they call it in WWE? You just have the train of people coming in.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
one by one.
It's just called Train of People. I don't know. I watched that stuff
You know,
when I was younger.
One of them brings a chair, the other
The
one brings a
Undertaker.
baseball bat. Yeah.
I still think that guy is active.
The Undertaker, Kane.
Yeah.
Do you remember Kane?
No.
With the mask? No?
No.
Okay.
Undertaker.
There was the guy with the sock as well. Was it Mankind? He was good. I used to play the games on PlayStation.
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that's a class. Oh god, what are we missing? What are we missing? Talking about wrestling. Miracle. Oh, he's got Doppelganger. He's fine, right? He's got Aegis. He's not going to get taken down here. Looks like Effect will retreat back into their bunker. Hide themselves away. 7-16, a 12,000 net worth lead here for Liquid 18 minutes in. And Effect still holding on to pretty much their full complement of spells. So they've got a big wombo combo. If they can actually force Liquid to set up into a position where they're all 5 people on one spot, maybe hear a song into Static Storm, and DP ulti could do the trick. But Anti-Mage will continue
There it
farming
is.
away. Song of the Siren will come. King R with the Meteor Hammer in. They'll get the Kinetic Field, the Static Storm down onto 2. That's good. Trapping in Matuma Man and Mind Control. Down goes the PL Aegis as well. But can they kill off more? Liquid, they will lose GH and the Gyro. Anti-Mage has joined in. One charge is ready, 15 up, but he's gonna fall. Mind Control gets the kill, but they have taken down the Phantom Lance. The defense of the base here working out well for Effect. Kuro goes in deep and he will drag one to the grave with him as Mind Control.
That's a
He's gonna get
team
a
wipe.
triple. What
That's-
is happening?
That's six
7,
kill action.
7, 9. Everyone except
10 with Aegis.
Disruptor is the only one to survive. Would you ever have imagined?
They pulled a really good combo. I did not see that Naga just finished the Meteor Hammer there, which was placed on 2 heroes plus Disruptor ulti. Anti-Mage kind of with aggressive blink, which he's not level 15 yet for that -2 second blink cooldown. He should play less aggressive until he gets to the 15.
He just really wanted to kill Matuma Man.
I mean, these were all track kills, 4 of them. So it's still a good chunk of money, but the Effect getting a lot because the net worth is on the side of the Liquid. I still think they're gonna go again. Like, they have everything. They don't have any big ulti cooldowns besides Land Finger.
That's the only one they care about. They should maybe worry a little bit about the hook shot and the Static
Yeah,
Storm.
I'm surprised they don't have any 4 staffs at all on the side of Team Liquid. Like, their heroes naturally build into 4 staffs. Like, 4 of them. Viper, Bounty, Lion,
Gyro even.
Gyro as well, into Pike.
None of them have any.
He has Helm of the Dominator.
Classic Matuma Man. Trying to shift their momentum down to bottom, it looks like here. Song of the Siren, we're looking at 37 seconds. Exorcism, 27. So a good half a minute for Effect to kind of weather the storm here, hold Liquid back. But again, it's Liquid kind of setting the terms of the engagement. They're pressuring across the map. The fights are happening on the doorstep of the Radiant, and as soon as Radiant breaks, their buildings will fall. Liquid doing very well to keep these lanes shoved out, because you would love to see Effect, moving across the river, play into their anti-mage, look for tier 2s, try and set up for some fights across the map near the enemy base so they can utilize Exorcism, but Liquid will not let them have it. Instead, the tier 3 falling little by little. Yule's up, Alpha Ninja pops the ult, Static Storm is there. PL trapped and with no saving mechanism. This hookshot is big with the cogs trapping GH. Silence landing onto him as well. MC tries to turn back with the damage, but in comes the Song of the Siren. King R sets up for another go. Gyro will be the guy to trap as well with the damage coming in. Effect hold the lines, but whom will they lose? Clockwork, Afterlife inside the cogs will die. The homing missile tracking back the Disruptor, but a quick glimpse will keep the Viper back away from that fountain. Buyback from Lion and the Naga base being traded a little bit here as the tier 3 bottom does fall. Anti-Mage TPing towards the shrine to catch any stragglers. MC and Kuro time to retreat. And again, with no force staff, with no escape mechanism, they kind of just have to stand here and take it. Meteor Hammer will land, Anti-Mage will come in. It looks like Afterlife is close to death, but with the Glimmer Cape there, he might just survive. The final click will not connect, and the urn will wear off. So Clockwork retreats to safety, and Anti-Mage gets himself involved.
Yeah, these were 2 buybacks inside of Effect, one on Liquid, Lion, Naga, and the Clockwork bought back. They lost tier 3 towers, which opened up the shrine. Anti-Mage was not in that fight, he was just farming, which was good in my opinion. He needs that Manta style, he has it now, and they're not in a rush. The combos that Team Effect is pulling are really well. Naga was poor at the start, but with the Meteor Hammer, that hero is just too strong.
When you set up and snare, you've got set up with a song. Hell, even a glimpse or a cogs. So many ways for that Meteor Hammer to come into play. We've seen a fair number here of King R landing the double in onto these Liquid heroes. 16 to 23, net worth lead. Not really hurt too much there. You know, it went to what, 12, 13,000, probably like 12k. Now it's kind of plateaued out around 10,000.
Yeah, well, it's 7 towers plus the bounty gold. Also, that Prophet has Veil, which increases the magic damage from Meteor Hammer and Disruptor ulti, so the combo is even stronger.
Moving into that BKB now as well. And Disruptor. Glimmer Cape done. Still need some time here for this AM. Kuman, top of the net worth, above the PL. But Phantom Lancer with Manta Diffusal Blade definitely going to feel a lot stronger when dealing up against these Effect combo ultis.
I don't think Liquid's gonna try to push high ground anytime soon. They just need to farm BKBs on 3 cores, and then they're gonna go, because that combo doesn't do anything to BKBs. They've tried to go for it, but Effect defended really well against them.
So if you know that Liquid are going to go BKBs, Disruptor trying to buy Aghanim Scepter, but that's going to be miles away, absolutely. Is there anything else here that you could look towards that could give Effect a better time? I see that Anti-Mage is buying a BKB for himself, but you know, like would a Basher help out? BKB from DP is coming as well. Are they just battling BKB with BKB?
Well, they need it against the Lion, against the Gyro. Pretty much everything they have is magical damage, besides some right-click from Viper, but it also cancels his corrosive skin. So BKB is a must. After that, he can go for a Basher, if he feels like it.
Well, we'll see what kind of avenue he takes. Maybe, you know, maybe the Nullifier Bloodthorn could come out here from AM, but I feel that he potentially needs something a little bit sooner.
Yeah, calm down, Gary. That's like...
We're 25 minutes in. But again, Effect, it really is that kind of mindset though, right? You're thinking towards the future, you're trying to wait for what Liquid are doing, try and react and adapt to any kind of situations that you're put into. It doesn't feel like they have much wiggle room here to get away with any shenanigans. So double scan did happen up towards top. Both teams trying to kind of gauge what's happening in the top third of the map. No backstabs, no ganks, no rotations. Just a reset back now as the sentry's placed and a 4-man smoke coming out of Effect. They're trying to play aggressively. They're going to be walking into Liquid, and they've got their big combo ready to go.
Yeah, they want to use this combo before they get the BKBs up, because they know it's going to be really hard for them to actually fight. Oh, Miracle. Did he actually pop the smoke? No.
They're pinging him, though. They've got a good idea. With this Observer Ward, they see him. The TP cancelled with the Yule Scepter. He does not have the Doppelganger thanks to the Static Storm. With the Meteor Hammer landing, that's the PL dead. Well played from Effect. Not fully expending or committing their ultis for that fight. And now maybe they could look for a little bit more as Liquid maneuver themselves 2-on-2. down towards the ramp, but Effect shift into the next gear and move to the tier 2 top lane. Oh, there's a double damage rune at spawn. Bot spot. Effect, don't get baited into this one. Liquid, don't get baited into this one. Mind control snags up the DD, and Effect will hold the high ground for now.
Dire's bottom tower.
They don't want to rush anything. Tier 3 is being pinged out with the DP ulti. They're actually gonna go 20 seconds for PL. Has no buyback whatsoever. But they don't want to commit to it.
Are fortified.
Well, they've waited out the glyph hook shot. Hang on, who have you caught there? With a blade mail up, Afterlife is looking for GH. Battery assault going, repositions themselves so the creeps don't get hit by it. Nice. Mech out from Kuro, and the turn with a finger of death means GH might just escape from the King R. Naga blinks away, and King R can't grab the kill. Oh no, Effect, you've baited yourselves into a trap that you've designed yourselves. King R now with a track on him means he is in all sorts of bother. Tries to get back towards his side of the map, but Kuro, he will inevitably chase this one down, right? Homing missile should come soon. I guess there's no force staff still for this Liquid side, but King R still running, still running. Kuroki never giving up, tracks him all the way back to the bottom lane, and finally the Naga will die.
He tried to actually pop Song of the Siren, but got cancelled. I think it's good for Team Effect that it was cancelled since the Ro8 is up and he has a buyback, so they can... Oh, does he have a buyback? Oh no, 2 minutes on cooldown because he bought back in the previous fight.
Oh dear.
They managed to take down tier 3 tower. They did not want to commit to take the Raxes. Meanwhile, Clockwork on the bottom, on the mid lane actually... he found 1 kill. But nothing after that. I think if Clockwork just went with the theme, just the fear of the hookshot, they could have threatened their barracks. Now they're gonna lose the Ro8 because Naga Siren does not have a buyback, and she's dead.
A chain of over-eagerness, a few slight mistakes from Effect, but yeah, that clock going in onto GH, he was so close to killing him. But it wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, that's gonna be 3 10-second BKB in 100 gold. So I think Liquid will just go with the Aegis, and they're not really afraid of the combo anymore.
So they've got PL Aegis, Cheese over on the Gyrocopter. Kuroki moving around, trying to find where the AM is farming. Often sneakily will come back into these camps here, just to keep that efficiency going. But you look at the PL now, taking shrines pretty easily. There's the BKB for the Viper done. Gyro, of course, has his. And Phantom Lancer. Oh, look what's on the courier. It's another BKB. Liquid have all 3. Afterlife thinking about bottom lane. That's not a play you can make. That's a BKB Cheese Gyro with Aghanim Scepter. Afterlife, all alone, has also been scanned here by the Dire, so they know someone's hiding in the trees. Potentially, they think that's the anti-mage, but it is, in fact, the Clockwork. But you can see the way that the waves are pushing out. Top lane's going to naturally shove to around where the river is. Mid lane, they are pushing very hard as bot lane will be addressed here by Effect. Afterlife down here with the rocket flares and all that. But it's where Liquid are moving into. Playing into darkness, though. They don't know who is down in this bottom lane, as no one has shown. Gyrocopter is all alone as well. But with the BKB... no real chance for Effect to go in on him, so they'll TP away. Nothing will happen there. Mid lane, Miracle just keeps shoving in. He's potentially 1v5. Baits out a Static Storm. Manta's out of the kinetic field. Glimpsed in, but the Doppelganger is there.
Oh.
Miracle is just fucking amazing in this game.
Alright, that's a Static Storm plus a Glimpse. Now they can go in.
How is one man so skilled? Manta dodging kinetic field. Doppelganger dodging Glimpse. Very, very, very quick on the fingers there now. Miracle, he's baited out these spells. They've got catapults going to high ground. Range racks, melee racks, taking an absolute battering. And with no Static Storm for 40 seconds, a large chunk of the Radiant combo is not available. They do still have Song, Hookshot, Exorcism, and that Meteor Hammer, but the smoke in from the back. Liquid, they do have a GH running a million miles away. I don't know, he's going up towards top. That's where he's... no, he's thinking about going... no, can't make up his mind. Do I push mid? Do I push top? The fight's brewing. Afro Ninja in the mix there with the BKB going, but the Song of the Siren. Cheese pop by Matsuma Man as Miracle takes down the Disruptor. A good cooldown will land in onto Afterlife, but the hook shot even better. Gyrocopter survives on about 20 HP, and Liquid, they will take down not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 as a DP. takes a tumble inside the Radiant base. With no buyback on her, Kuman is left all alone, stranded with Kingar falling. Miracle will get an Ultra. Look for the Rampage here in the Fountain. He's not going to go for it. The Madman doesn't want to dive. And Miracle will finally back up with the Aegis going. The Glimmer Cape is there, and that Mana Void will do absolutely nothing. And now the
Give this man a
AM Manta's
rampage.
out. He doesn't have a Rampage, unfortunately, but in our hearts he surely will, as Liquid look to close out this best of one.
I'm trying to find the reason why Anti-Mage didn't TP back to base. DP popped Exorcism. He was just pushing top, even if they managed to take down the range racks, and that's it. Like, he should be in a fight. He had a 10-second BKB. That's mega creeps for Team Liquid.
And now, Fountain farming time. Afterlife 1, more punch will secure his death. DP alive in 5. Kuman with a Manta and a Basher jumps in onto GH. One consolation kill. Is that what they're going to get? No, they're not going to get that either. GH escapes with a Glimmer, the Smoke, the Duke, the Taunt, everything there. And the book has been written.
Yeah, he was close to getting a full Butterfly. But he should just TP back and bought the Basher and fight with it, because he did not have enough money to buy a Butterfly. Really, really late TP from Anti-Mage.
Yeah, it sure was. And now, throne exposed, catapults are coming. Kuro even has a Meteor Hammer himself. AM into the thick of things here, trying to focus down the gyro. The ensnare is there, but inevitably this throne will fall. Alpha Ninja forced back to the Fountain. The Glimmer Cape out. GH with another big stun, as he's been landing all game long, but it will be a Liquid victory in our first game of the day, and honestly, a pretty damn convincing one.
Yeah, at one point it looked like Team Effect can actually turn the game, but in the long run it could not happen, since they had no BKBs on the previous two fights that Team Effect won. Once they get the BKBs, it's pretty impossible for Effect to fight. Especially if Anti-Mage doesn't even participate in these fights. Yeah,
I mean, Kuman came in when he felt he could. He started the game 0-2-0 for like the first 20 minutes, I want to say. Ends up 2-3-1, 21,000 net worth. You know, he's top of the net worth, right? There is no one higher than him. Miracle close, about 160 gold away from him. But the AM's net worth, it's sunk into a Battle Fury, sunk into a Manta style, and then, you know, a BKB is your third primary item, really. Didn't do that much, but again, we started talking about Liquid, their versatility, their lane matchups, the way that they move around the map. They surprised me. MC mid Viper. They had the aggro lane with Matuma Man that ended up being a 1v1, which, you know, traded farm. But when you're trading farm between a clock and a gyro, I think I prefer the gyro to get the farm in that situation, and especially the way this game went. I think, all in all, draft win, lanes won, game one. Good fight from Effect in the mid-game to kind of defend their high ground, but it felt like that was more Liquid toying with them than anything else. They knew that they could fall back on the BKBs and come out.
Yeah, they wanted to close this series at around 20-minute mark, because Anti-Mage didn't have anything. If they didn't have Meteor Hammer on Naga that fight, I think they could just close the game there, to be honest. Yeah. The laning stage against the Disruptor, they could have set up lanes differently. Every time you see a Disruptor, I think every team wants to try lane against them, especially if you have an Anti-Mage. So down from there, that's a one lane. Mid lane was pretty much even. Then you have bottom lane with Gyro against the Clockwork. Gyro free farms. Yeah. Clockwork also free farms, both of them equally. But Gyro gets a couple of kills. Then it's pretty much over. The rotation from Team Liquid supports, you can feel the difference, actually.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And with that, we will switch over to a break, and we'll bring you some more best of ones. We've got 3 more best of ones, 2 best of 3s coming your way from the ESL One Katowice group stage. So take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Dota 2.
Life is all about following a few simple rules.